Hello, we've got ourselves another Amazon item. This was sent to me for free, so we're going to go ahead and open this up. This, it says, is a card grading toolkit. The name of the company that is offering this is called JstFrU. It has a very interesting spelling, spelled JstFrU. Sorry, I'm looking at this and it's just an odd spelling. Anyway, yeah, they sent this over for free, so I'm like, well, I'm pretty good at this card grading stuff and dealing with trading cards, so we're going to see what this little kit includes, and we're going to see basically if it's worth it. Yeah, let's go ahead and crack this thing open. And in case you're wondering, I will... Ooh, we already got ourselves a little... looks like a little gem loop here. Okay. Yeah, I will leave a link in the description, an affiliate link in the description, in case you do decide you want to check this out. But yeah, let's kind of go through here and see what we got. So we've got ourselves, it looks like a basically a jeweler magnifier. Old school us school people like myself, we just call them gem loops, although this isn't technically a gem loop. But it does seem pretty interesting. Okay, I actually already have one of these that I do use. Looks like we got some gloves in here. It looks like maybe a couple of pairs. Okay, so it looks like there's 2 pairs of white gloves in here for handling your cards. This, oh, I think this is like a little microfiber cloth to help clean any kind of dust particles or anything like that off of your cards. So we'll do that. Oh, we got some penny sleeves. We all know what those are. We also got, hey, look at that. We got a whole thing of top loaders there. Okay, 35-point premium top loaders, it says. I think top loader for standard size cards. Okay, so we'll put you right over here. And then, last but not least, we've got a centering card. I don't know if many of y'all have seen these. They're not terribly common outside us hardcore card people. But basically, they help you to tell if the centering on your card is just right, or if it's a little off-center, a little more to the top, a little more to the bottom, that kind of thing. And some of my other videos, you all may have seen me comment on how I will just look at a card and I can tell if it's off-center or not. Obviously, if it's much more off-center, it's easier to tell, but sometimes you really have to look at a card to tell if it is or is not off-center. Let me see. Oh, it even has instructions how to use. Decide which part of the card to measure for worst centering, top, bottom, or left or right. If one or the other isn't obvious, measure both and use the worst one of the two. This element eliminates the guesswork. 3. Center standard card as closely as possible under tool window. Number 4. Read line numbers on either side of the card. If not exactly lined up on one or both sides, you must extrapolate or average between the centering percentages. Okay. Reference numbers on the table provided to get an example of the centering, e.g. left and right edges of the printed image on the card or of the writing on the card. Okay. Decide if your card is good enough for grading based on the centering you have found. So yeah, that's kind of the point of this card, is it lets you, let's go ahead and open this up. It basically lets you kind of figure out if, oops, it's really stuck there. Okay, there we go. It kind of lets you figure out if your card basically will stand up to the critiquing of any of the cards graders out there. PSA, you know, CGC, Beckett, SGC, all the card graders out there, they do check the centering on your card. That's it, without the little backing on it. And they will kind of give you an idea, or at least this tool will give you an idea on if your card is actually going to be good enough to grade. Because if it is off-center, the grading companies will take off for that. So you may look at it, you know, just with your naked eye and think, oh, this card should definitely be a 10, but then you'll get it back and it's like a 9. You're like, hey, why did I get a 9? And well, good chances if the surface looked good and there were no problems with the edges or anything like that, there's a pretty good chance you probably had a centering issue, and this card is there to tell you, you know, to help you out and figure out if it is. But yeah, that's the name of the company there. I'm not sure if you can see that because it's a little, but yeah, that's what it is. JstFrU. Yeah. JstFrU. That sounds weird. Okay, but there you go. And then here's the little guide for it, so very nice. Okay, so I guess let's check out some of this other stuff here. We'll put this card over here. Let's check out this little microfiber cloth. Okay. It is actually pretty nice. Okay, let me grab a card over here. Let's grab... Here we go. We'll grab our friend with the little kitties. Okay, let's see. So basically what you would do is you take this card and just rub it on the card, just like that. You rub it like this, and this will help get off any extra dust particles or anything like that you may not necessarily want. Now, of course, when you're dusting the card, you're gonna probably want to put on, oops, go here. You're probably gonna want to put on gloves. So let's break out the gloves here. Where's the opening? Oh, where is it? I can't see it. I think this is it over here. There it is. Okay, so let's break out our gloves. Let's see how these things are. They look like soft white cotton gloves. And, oh no, there's only one set. Okay, I see. I thought there were two sets in there, but these are, you know, all things considered, these are actually fairly thick. I don't know if these will fit me though. Let's see. They do, oh, they are stretchy. Oh, okay, good. So they are a bit stretchy. So there's one. Let's get our other one on here. Yeah, at first I didn't know if they were going to be stretchy, and so I was like, oh, I don't think these will fit me. Oh, but yeah, they actually fit okay. So there we go. There's our gloves. All ready to go. Okay, so at this point, I guess we would go ahead and pick up our card. We take a look at it and be like, I don't know, man. What's going on here? Let's clean this card. Okay, and obviously you wear the gloves so you don't get fingerprints, and so you take your little cloth and you just clean your card, just like that. Very, very lightly, obviously. Or if you want, you can always just lay it down and do it like this. Use the gloves to hold it. Just do that there. Get off, hopefully, any fingerprints or any dust particles. And then you very carefully lift it up, flip it over, and hopefully the surface that you're doing this on is soft. This is a playmat, so it should be fine. Then you just go and clean the card again. Just like that, same thing. Again, gets off all the fingerprints and stuff. And there you go. Your card is all nice and clean now. Okay. And then from there, that's when you'd break out your little centering tool. Man, I haven't used one of these centering tools in ages. I don't even know if I remember how to use it. Usually I can just kind of naked eye nail it. But yeah, this is kind of what you would do here. Some people like to put it on top, some people like to put it on bottom. But yeah, that's basically it right there. When you check the... Okay, now it's sticking to the card, so that's not good. Okay, so I'm not going to risk ruining my card here, so we're just going to put that to the side for now. Alright, so you go over there. So, of course you might want to think, well, are there any imperfections? Well, maybe not, but we can double check by breaking out our little... Oops, I can't get this open. Come on. The gloves aren't helping us. I'm taking the gloves off. Okay, gloves coming off. Alright, let's get these gloves off. They are very slick, and like I said, they are kind of stretchy, so they actually do work. So, those gloves are actually alright. They're okay. I'll give a pass to those. Wow, this really is stuck, isn't it? There we go. Oh, no wonder the little instruction manual is right there. Okay, so we got our instruction manual. And then we got our little thingy here. Yeah, actually, it actually says it right there on there. If my camera will focus this. Illuminated loop. So, let's see. Let's crack this thing open. Got that here. This right here is for actually taking the little piece out so you can replace the battery. So you do not want to lose that. So you want to keep that in the little box. Let's break this out. And some of you may have seen me... Oh, well, this one's a little bit different than the one I have. It's designed the same as the one I have, but this one's a little different. Wow, that's stiff. Whoa, that is really stiff. Okay, yeah, you really got to work that out. Okay. And then, yeah, you go ahead and go on in there and check it. And if you want to, you got a little light switch here on the back, and this should light up. Hey, it does! Look at that! All nice and bright. And so that illuminates, and so you can just go through your card and see if there's any imperfections there. So, pretty nice. Wow, that is really stiff though. Okay, and we'll just put that back in there. We don't even need the little plastic that came with it. But again, do hold on to this little thing. Otherwise, you're going to have a pain in the butt changing the batteries there. And obviously, if you want, look over the little instruction manual there. So we'll put you right over here. Okay, so now let's move our little card right up here. Now we've got the penny sleeves. Is this 25? I mean, because how many top loaders did we get here? Is this 20 top loaders? 25 top loaders. Okay, so we got 25 top loaders here, and this looks like 100 pack of penny sleeves. Well, let's check these out. Let's break them out and see if these are any good. I use penny sleeves every single day. You know, I've felt worse. Worst penny sleeves, that is. I've not felt that, but yeah, these actually aren't terrible. They're actually a little. Usually penny sleeves that I deal with, especially ones from like BCW Supplies or Cardboard Gold, they are a little slicker. These don't feel all that slick, although when you rub them against each other, they do slide around quite a bit. So I guess that's okay. Let's put our card in one. Wow, okay, that is a very tight fit. That's actually, I mean, it's not terrible. It's a very tight fit. Usually I'm used to, oops, I'm used to my penny sleeves having a little more room on either side, but these are fine. It actually works okay. Let me check here. Yeah, they're really not as slick as I'm used to from other penny sleeves. Let me grab one from in the middle here. Let's see what these are like. And again, there was no branding on these penny sleeves, so I'm gonna have to assume that they're made by the same company, this JstFrU company. Okay, yeah, I'm getting the same thing here. They're all pretty much like that. So they aren't as slick as other penny sleeves. That isn't necessarily bad though. However, the ultimate test is going to come when we check these penny sleeves with our top loaders. Because, of course, you put your card in your penny sleeve, and then once it's in the penny sleeve, you're going to want to put it into your top loader. So, let's crack this thing open, and let's check the quality of these top loaders. I have seen a lot of new companies coming into the top loader space. So, oh my gosh, this doesn't look good. Wow, that's bad. I'm not sure how well this comes out on camera, but there you go. I think you can probably see that. Look at how warped that is. That is bad. I mean, this little creaking sound, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, these are warped. This one in particular is warped horribly. Let me check the others. Okay. Maybe it's just that one because, again, the little creaking that happens, the plastic rubs against each other, that's fine. Oh wow, we got a really bad one there. Now I kind of want to go through these. Okay, these look okay. They're not great, but they're also not awful. Maybe, yeah, I think maybe it is just that one that's warped. The rest of these, while not, no, yeah, these are definitely not perfect. But they're honestly not the worst I've seen either. I've seen some pretty bad top loaders. Okay, so this one is really bad, really, really horrible. So at least, you know, I saw that right off the bat. Okay, so this one's a throwaway. But this one seems like it would be okay. Again, you kind of, oh, let's, kind of going through here because you want to check the stiffness, how much give it has, because the top loaders generally do have some stiffness to them. You want them to be fairly rigid. They do have semi-rigid top loaders, but those don't have these kind of thicker sides. In fact, if you want to see me comparing a few of the different top loader brands out there, I'll leave a card up in the corner. Hopefully I'll remember to put that, of a video that I did comparing Cardboard Gold, BCW, and another company called Prime Sign that unfortunately doesn't actually make top loaders anymore because their top loaders are actually really good. Okay, but I guess here it goes. I guess we're gonna stick this card in here, and please, I hope this does not ruin my card. Thankfully, this card is not super valuable or anything. I just like the card. I think it's cute. So, let's see. Okay, usually I can tap it down. And there we go. There's our card in the top loader. Not terrible. Again, I want to check the flex. Compared to Cardboard Gold is a stiffer top loader. These definitely have more give than a Cardboard Gold. I would say the give in this is about, this may actually have more give than a BCW, and BCWs tend to have a little bit more give, but I don't think they give this much. As far as 35 point, are they sure these are 35 points? These look like 20s. Yeah, these do not, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but these feel a little thin to be 35 point. Let me see how easy it is to get the card out. Usually I can just do this, and the card will slide out. And in this case, this one does too. It does hold the card in there really snug, and to be fair, this particular card I'm using is a little bit thicker. It's thicker than, say, your Yu-Gi-Oh cards or your Pokemon cards. In fact, I've got some... Let's see, I've got a Pokemon card here. Let's try that. And let me grab a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Alright, here's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. So we'll do the same thing here. Yeah, we'll put in the little thing there, okay. And then we'll also do just a regular old Pokemon card. And let's grab two other ones here. And let's see what we got. Wow, that is a very tight fit. I mean, it fits in there. And I mean, it being tight on the card, again, isn't necessarily a bad thing. But, like I said, the question I have, I don't like that one. The question I have is I don't think these are 35 point. Yeah, okay. They both fit in there fairly snug. So the top loaders are, with the exception of this one goofy looking one, this one that just is horrible, in horrible shape, the top loaders are, if you're just looking to protect your card, they're fine. But if you're looking to display your cards, they are not very pretty. So yeah, I mean, not great top loaders. Like I said, not the worst I've seen. But these are not great. Okay, so yeah, apparently that's what you would do. And then of course, if you're happy, you know, going through all your stuff with your penny sleeves and your top loaders, your gloves and all that, and your centering tool, then you would take these and send them off to your grader, right? Not necessarily, because the graders don't generally like these types of top loaders. They usually like for you to send them in like card saver sleeves, which are the semi-rigids. So it is a little weird that they are packing regular top loaders into something like this. I think this is not so much more a situation where you would take this and be like, oh, my cards are ready for grading, let's send them off. It's more you just kind of checking your cards and seeing if you like their condition and then putting them away. Because that's what you would generally do with the top loaders. Overall, the little kit, the penny sleeves, I'm actually fine with the penny sleeves. I'm perfectly fine with the penny sleeves. They are definitely acceptable. Again, I actually have one of these little gem loops. Mine is a different brand, but it's designed the same way. The optics on it actually looked pretty decent. So that is okay. We'll give that an okay. The top loaders, like I said, they're serviceable, but they are not pretty. Yeah, they are definitely not pretty. They're a little, I sincerely think they are a little bit smaller than 35 point, and now that I'm looking more closely at them, wow, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, look at the tops of these are not cut correctly. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to give another downgrade there, because now that I'm looking at the edges of these top loaders, there's just, yeah, these are not good. Based on the fact that they're not clear, they don't look like 35 points, and just the quality control on them, these I'm gonna have to give a failing grade to. I don't think I would trust my cards in these long term, or even to ship cards in these. I'm gonna have to say no to the top loaders. The gloves, I don't generally use gloves when I'm opening cards. I like to feel the cards in my hands more. And I've actually heard of horror stories with people catching their gloves on like the corners of certain cards, especially sports cards, because sports cards don't have the rounded corners, they have the pointy ones. And so the last thing you want to do is catch a piece of cloth on one of those points and tear it up, and there you go. Now your card that could have potentially got a 10 is probably an 8 now. So I'm kind of iffy on the gloves. This little cloth, it's okay. It's fine. It's not bad. Not great, not bad. What else do we have? Oh, right, the centering tool. You can't really mess up a centering tool. You really can't, unless you get the measurements completely wrong. So I think I'm gonna say it's okay on the centering tool. So here's my overall grade. Good centering tool, good magnifying glass, acceptable penny sleeves, good microfiber cloth, indifferent to the gloves, and these are an absolute fail. So yeah, would I say that you should buy this? I'm gonna say no. Because the highest valued item in this whole box is gonna be your top loaders. A box of these right now, for 25 of them, retails for about $6 to $7. And I can tell you right now, these are not worth this much. If I saw these in a store, I would tell people to stay away. These are horrible top loaders. So, given that, if you decide you want to try this whole little thing, you're welcome to. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description. It'll be an affiliate link. But some of the stuff in this set is fine. Other things are not. I would say just maybe buy these things kind of a la carte individually, and you'll probably have a better time. But anyways, thanks for checking out the video, guys. I really do appreciate it. Again, links in the description. Thank you so much for viewing the video. I know this was a longer one. Like, subscribe, all that other YouTuber stuff, and we'll see you next time.